Hi, I'm Joanna, and welcome to my one bedroom apartment. So, because I have my life and my small business all in one space, it usually gets pretty messy sometimes. And as someone that's like kind of anxious and gets stressed out by her environment very easily, this poses a problem like pretty often. So I decided that I want to do a couple of apartment updates just to help with my organization and just make my life a little easier. I've always had the mentality of like save money and like don't overspend, and obviously like that's still a smart mindset to have, don't get me wrong. But I think it's also important that you invest in yourself, and like I want to invest more into my small business. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. I currently have a craft table that's pretty messy because everything just kind of gets thrown on there, like my stickers, polymer clay stuff, and like there's no organization to it, so everything is just thrown on the table. I also just don't have enough storage to place things. It'd be nice to actually get things into organizational bins. I have a standing desk that I've been using for the last 2 years basically, and it was just like a really cheap one off of Amazon, but it's literally bowing in the middle because I think it just can't handle anything too heavy on it. So I also want to upgrade my standing desk to a nicer one and something preferably a little bigger because I need to fit like my monitor, my PC, other like desk accessories, and also some of my laptops. So the plan is to upgrade my standing desk and then use the old standing desk to replace my crappy plastic like foldable table that I'm using for crafting right now. Basically, I'm gonna have 2 standing desks, which is awesome. And I'm also thinking of buying kind of a organizer shelf thing with drawers so I can finally organize my craft materials in a system that makes a little more sense, and then I don't have everything scattered all over my table. Those are kind of my thoughts and ideas, and I maybe even want to get some curtains because sometimes filming in my apartment, although I love the natural lighting, I get a lot of direct sunlight, which is really harsh on my face and like the shadows and stuff. So maybe some curtains, we'll see. But yeah, I gotta go to IKEA to pick up some of this stuff, so let's get going. It's desk building time. So I initially thought building this desk wouldn't be that big of a problem. I was like, oh, this is like pretty simple. There were some confusing parts, but nothing like too crazy. You'll see very quickly though that we run into a huge issue with building this desk. So at this point, we think we are done with making the desk. And then the last step is to take the control pad and attach it to the front. Yeah, this is where everything goes wrong. Yeah, basically I locked the control pad inside of the desk. So we had to kind of redo everything, but luckily it wasn't too bad. All right, so it's day 2 now of upgrading my apartment, and today we're tackling cable management. Let's get to it. Now, I obviously love my PC, like don't get me wrong, but one thing I absolutely hate is having to redo my cables every single time like I move, or in this case, I just want to change up my desk situation. Doesn't completely solve my problem, but at least the new desk can definitely help keep my wires more organized. It actually has a cable section in the back where I can organize all of them and just keep them in one place. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like once I patched everything up, you really can't see any of my cables, which I love.
You want to bring the cover over?
Okay, I never expected curtains to be such a pain. Like, this was definitely the most annoying part of my apartment upgrade. First of all, I initially just completely forgot to buy a part, but to be fair, that part was not included in the main curtain, like, description area. So I had no idea I even had to buy it. And then once I did buy it, I bought like a set of curtains, but then decided like, I don't know, one curtain kind of looks ugly on its own. So now I need to buy more curtains. This is what it looks like with 2 curtains. I feel like the pleats are much better. But yeah, because of that, I need to buy a whole new set of curtains. Okay, technically it says day 3, but honestly, it's been like 2 months since my first kind of recording of upgrading my apartment. I know it's been forever. I got a shelf for organizing my polymer clay stuff because as you can see, it's still sitting on my crafting table in the back, but we are getting there. We are almost at the finish line. So I actually messed up building this piece of furniture as well. If you look really closely, the metal rungs of this organizer, they don't completely match up with each other because yeah, I installed it wrong. So I did have to eventually like take it apart and redo it, but we don't have to talk much about that. So that brings us to the end of the apartment upgrading video. I love how everything came out. I feel so much more at ease now that there isn't just a bunch of crap littered all over my desk. This whole area of my living room just feels so much more aesthetic, especially with the curtains. I'm not completely done installing them yet because I did buy the wrong amount of curtains. Basically, I need to get more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.